Tyler, could you please give me your full name and tell me how old you are?
Tyler Bova, and I'm 18 years old.
And Tyler, can you tell me a bit about your childhood and your family?
Well, growing up, I'd always had my mom and dad there for me and everything I did. Um, it was literally anything I would do, they're always there. And that's with my brother too. So when I'd play in like baseball or football games, he'd always want to be there with me and be there to support me. And even when I danced, if he missed one of my dances, he would like kind of be really upset because he like loved watching me do like all kinds of stuff.
And were you involved with Hayden sports as well?
Yes, I helped him with his Miracle League team. It's like a baseball team, but it's for kids with disabilities, and so I helped him with that too.
And what are some of your best memories with your family?
The beach is the biggest one. We had a place down there, and we'd go down there a lot and just spend time together with friends and family. And there's like things like cornhole and just going out to eat and all that stuff down there is just big memories that I remember.
And why were you all traveling through Utah?
Well, we were going on a cross-country road trip, just the family, because it was my last time being under the age of 18, so before I go off to college, and so they wanted to make like a big family trip before I went off to college, so that's why.
Do you remember the collision?
No.
What is the first thing you remember?
First thing I remember is waking up, and then realizing I couldn't sit up or stand or anything like that. I was really weak, and also remember not asking if I was going to be able to play the sports that I was in at that time, because I didn't know anything, and also wondering where my parents and brother were.
What sports were you playing at the time?
Well, at the time, we were like practicing for football for the season, and I first asked if I was going to be able to play football because that's the sport that I was in at that time. But then I asked if I'd be able to play baseball later, since that's in the spring.
Were you ever allowed to play football?
Not football, no.
What do you remember about your treatment at the hospital?
I remember a lot of rehab and a lot of pain, I guess, and it's a part of my life that I kind of don't like to look back on, because if I look back and I'm thinking to myself, dang, it was really hard, and everything was hurting, and it was hard not having my parents and brother there, because if I had just gotten in an accident by myself, they would be there every day, 24/7, no matter what.
And do you have some permanent injuries from the collision?
Yeah, I have a bunch of scars and a lot, actually.
Do you still have trouble walking?
Yes, I do. I have trouble walking because my legs are still weak from laying in the bed for 3 weeks straight on a ventilator, and I have a hard time moving my feet still, so I have to wear braces to help with that. The spinal cord injury also is what is bad with my feet too. I'm trying to think what else. Yeah.
Do you have any scarring?
Yes.
All right. Would you like to show the court some of the scarring you have?
Yes.
Could you start showing us your arm? Do you know what that's from?
Yeah, it's from a infiltrated IV, which is it burnt the skin, and they when I first got to the hospital, they had to they put IVs in, and it burnt the skin, and then later on I think the surgeon had to sew it together, kind of in just like that, and it took a long time to heal. This part did. That healed quick, but this one was open for a long time.
And what about your abdomen? Do you have any scarring there?
Yes.
Is that something you'd like to show the court?
Sure.
Okay.
You want me to stand and do that?
Yeah, if you would. And is that all scarring from this accident?
Yes. This is where the seatbelt. This is where the seatbelt cut me all the way back through here, and then they had to go in and cut from all the way down here up to get in to my stomach and abdomen, and then this created a wound that took this took the longest to heal out of anything, and then this was where they had to go in and. Do you remember what she said yesterday? What that was?
Was that from your heart surgery?
Yeah, it was something outside the heart. I think getting something out. I don't know. Anyways, then this is a G tube, which I get feeding through, and then I did have an IV here that I got nutrients through at night too, and I get this at night.
And what about your back?
My back. Yeah.
And what is that from?
That's from where in my spinal cord injury I had L1 through L5.
Do you have any scarring on your legs as well?
Yeah.
Okay. Would you be able to show the scarring? Would you have to take your braces off?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want to
Yeah,
do
that's
that? Okay.
fine. So these were fasciotomies, which they had to go in, and so I was blowed up like a balloon because I had a lot of fluid in me, and they had to go in and cut both sides and take fluid out so that I wouldn't have to lose my legs.
So what do you have to do to put the braces on each time?
I have to slip my foot through this through the shoe hole and get my foot kind of lined up to where it can go right here, and then so I just kind of slip it on like a regular shoe. And then I have to unstrap this, wrap it around, put it through here, and then wrap it back around and make sure it's tight. And then I did have a strap here, but I no longer have to have the strap. And tie my shoe.
And you have to do this with both feet every time?
Yes.
Do you still need a cane or crutches or anything to walk?
I do use my cane often, but I don't use my walker anymore.
Do you still ever require a wheelchair for long distances if you're doing a longer, like a day at the zoo or anything?
I did, but recently I've kind of been trying to walk a lot more because it helps gain strength.
Tyler, I'll tell you the issue with your braces. Do you have any issues with your teeth?
Yes, I'm missing 6 teeth.
And where are the teeth that you're missing?
Do you want me to pull it out?
If you're okay with that.
Okay. So I'm missing 5 here, and then 1 right here.
Does it make it? Did you have difficulty speaking for a long time?
Yes, I had to go through speech therapy and rehab. That helped.
And are you looking at getting? Are you going to need dental implants in the future?
Yes, but I have to wait until I'm 21 for my face to stop growing. before I can get an implant.
Do you remember coming back to North Carolina?
Yes.
Was
Yeah, I
that
do.
difficult?
Yeah, it was very difficult. It was, it felt nice to be home, but at the same time, when I got home, that's when the emotions kicked in, and walking through the door of my house and looking around, kind of remembering my family in there, and like before we left for the trip, and just like realizing that they're not going to be in here. It was very weird. And I remember going straight to my brother's room, and then just crashing down on his bed and like crying.
Did you miss a lot of events your senior year because of the collision?
Yeah, at the beginning of the school year, yes, I did. In the first semester.
Were you still able to graduate?
Yes.
Did you have to make some special accommodations to graduate on time?
I had to take some online classes when I first got home so that I could get all my credits. But I didn't have to. That was the only thing that I had to do to make up for the stuff that I missed first semester. And then I just went in second semester and did like regular classes.
Are you going to college next year?
Yeah.
Where are you going?
UNC Charlotte.
And do you know what you're going to study?
Business.
Do you have any concerns about not having your parents as you go forward through some of these milestones?
Yeah, I do, because every question that I would have, they would always answer, and they helped me with everything. I've learned a lot from them, and it's weird knowing that I'm not going to be able to ask them questions anymore about just anything.
Did you write letters for your parents to read at their memorial?
Yes.
Would you like to share those with the court?
Yeah.
If you wouldn't mind.
Good. So the first letter is to my mom and dad, and then the second letter is just to my brother. So, dear Mom and Dad, ever since I was born, there has not been a day that goes by without y'all encouraging me and being there for me through all of the ups and downs. I know that y'all's time has come and that you both lived a wonderful life. There are so many memories that I have with y'all, and not a single one that goes through my mind is bad. All memories are very exciting. I know that y'all are still here with me today and standing up here on stage with me. Mom and Dad, y'all were always so fun to be around. Even though it seemed like I didn't want to hang out with y'all, I really did, because every time I did, it was always so great. Y'all were always so funny and never wanted to just sit around at the house and do nothing. Y'all were either with friends or going out somewhere. Dad, you amazed me in everything that you did. You were always so handy and knew how to do literally anything. You inspire me to be just like you in everything I do. No matter how mad you'd get if I broke something, you still loved me to death. I remember the time I was riding my scooter in the garage and I hit your Harley motorcycle. Ooh, you were so mad. I felt so bad. I never once hated you ever, because you were always such a great person. Mom, you are the one that taught me how to throw a baseball and football, even though Dad disagrees. No lie, you had a smile on your face all the time. The best mom in the world. You were always the pushover because Dad was not. I remember before I got my license, we would always ride in the car together and have our car talks, as we would call them. Those were so great because we could both get caught up on each other's day, and we could talk about anything on our mind. You took care of me and Hayden so well. I know me and Hayden were a handful, but you and Dad did a heck of a job taking care of us and teaching us right from wrong. You both did everything possible to get us almost everything we wanted for like Christmas or our birthday. You two loved each other so much, and it was so awesome to see that y'all had such a great relationship. If Hayden or I needed something, y'all would always put our needs first. All of y'all's friends and family loved you so much. Since the accident, all I've heard is how fun and how great of people y'all are. I just want y'all to know that everyone loved you so much, and I'm proud to be a part of the Bova family. There has been many tears over the past 5 months, but all the tears are from all the love that people have for y'all. I know that y'all are looking down right now and smiling so big because you're so proud of me and all that I have accomplished. Mom and Dad, I love you so much, and just fly high. Okay, and then this one's to my brother. Dear Hayden, you are the best little brother ever. God, you're just such a sweet little guy. You are my buddy and will always be my buddy. There never was a time that you were ever mean to me. It makes me a little upset that I would never say I love you, but I want you to know I love you so, so much. I don't know what I would have done without you being in my life. So many people care for you. It's weird how I don't see you every day anymore, but I always dream about you and Mom and Dad. I also know you're right here with me through it all. I love how you loved fish so much. Every time we were going to get a new fish, you'd get so excited. I loved seeing you happy. I remember how every Christmas Eve you wanted to sleep with me, and that just warms my heart. You are my brother and my little buddy. Fly high, Hayden James.
Tyler, since the collision, has Jennifer Diamond ever reached out in any way to apologize for what happened that day?
No, never.
Thank you.